Hello everybody, Glorious came back with another video, and in today's video we'll be having a series that has been left off hanging for a long time return. And that will be my take on things. And this time around we'll be doing my take on Days Gone. So this will be my review for the game. And do note, I have not yet beat it, but the reason being is because it's so freaking long. I heard it's 25 hours long. And that may not seem long to you, but I have a bunch of other games to play. And just looking at the 25-hour long story, it's like, oh, okay, But with that said, let's get into it. Now, when I first started to play Days Gone, I before it came out, I really couldn't wait for it, because just from the E3 things I've seen from it so far, I've just been so pumped. I love zombie games. I haven't been getting tired of them, surprisingly, over the past couple of years, but I love zombie games. I love how you take out the zombies, all the customization within the zombie game, all the melee combat in the zombie games, and Days Gone is no exception. I enjoy how you take out the zombies, how you can take out the zombies if you want to do it stealthily or just erratically and, rapid fire everything. And everything about it. I even enjoy the melee combat. The melee combat is really, really, I guess, satisfying, in my opinion, because you're just, swinging your axe or your bat or whatever, and, you feel like you're doing damage. To whereas the shooting, on the other hand, it's a little bit, I don't know, I don't like it. It's not as smooth as, let's say, a Grand Theft Auto or The Last of Us. The Last of Us has really good shooting. But this one, it feels a little bit clunky, because yes, you can make headshots, but I just don't feel like, I have control over the weapon when I'm shooting a gun. But when I'm swinging my melee weapons, of course, I feel like 100% in control. But I think that's how they programmed the shooting. So, it feels like, okay, there's a zombie running after you. You have to, aim your gun or whatever. And now that I think about that, it's like, that's a really good thought, because in normal games like Call of Duty or whatever, you don't really feel like, oh man, I'm gonna miss a shot. It feels like, oh, if I just aim here, I can make it, in that zombie mode. But this, it feels like you're actually trying to aim and not get hit or bit. And I really like that now that I think about it, because I never gave it a thought. But after thinking about it, I'm like, oh, you know what? That's actually a good way to structure the shooting. Now, will I be using guns over melee weapons when I take on zombies? No, don't think so. But humans, on the other hand, yeah, I'd be using guns over melee weapons any day. But to lead off that, the human enemies in here aren't that impressive. I mean, I've had 3 encounters where one was staring right at me, and it didn't do anything. I'm intruding your camp. He's like, no, you're not. And he just leaves around. Yeah, or he turns around. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. This should be easy. And then I take them out, and then they see me. But when they do see you, it gets hectic really fast, because they don't give up, just like the zombies. The zombies do not give up either. They just take you down and beat you down. But same with the humans, they have tons of guns, so they just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and hit and everything. And yeah, but man, a little bit of annoying on the human side and the zombie side. But the zombies, on the other hand, it's crazy when you encounter a horde. Now, I've only encountered 2 hordes, but just from those 2 experiences, it has been freaking crazy, because they come at you super fast, and I have never seen so many zombies on screen at once in a long time. Like, the last time I have seen that many zombies on screen was when I was playing World War Z a couple days ago. And then the time before that was Dead Rising, when they weren't really running at you, but it's still a lot of zombies. But oh my gosh, it's really crazy when you have to deal with those hordes. I really enjoy it, and plus, when you're done, you actually feel like, holy shit, I survived that. But then humans, on the other hand, it's like you just want to get it over with, and just not deal with the humans anymore because they're so annoying when they take you out, and they're so like, oh, we're gonna shoot with shoot with a shotgun or whatever, and make it really annoying. To where the zombies, on the other hand, they have a nice 50-50. Humans annoying and they just shoot you and kill you, and you're like, oh my gosh, I hate this. To whereas the zombies, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get away from this. And then once you take over the zombies and take them out, you feel really succeeded. But then the humans, on the other hand, it's like, okay, hurry up, I want to get past this and get my shit and whatever. Now, that's finished with the gameplay. Well, almost gameplay. Now we're gonna go into the bike side of things. I love the bike. I love the motorbike. It's 50-50 though, because I like taking it to the camp and improving and, filling up my bike with gas and customizing it. And it's really cool that you can put your own decals and color and, unlock new frames and wheels and rims and stuff like that. And like, it makes you feel like it's your bike. When it runs out of gas, you have to go get it filled, or you have to go find scrap metal to fix it up. But then, on the other side, it's kind of annoying. But I think it's supposed to make you feel that way, because it's your bike. And I bet if you were an actual person in that situation, you'd be kind of annoyed too. It's like, oh great, my fucking bike is out of gas. I have to go find gas or whatever. It's like, oh great, this part's broken. I don't have that part, so I have to go find a part. And I like the balance, but on one side I'm like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I hate it, because you either have to walk your bike or run to a outpost or a gas tank to find gas for your bike. But I don't think that'll factor into my score of the game, because it's supposed to make you feel like that. It's not like, oh well, man, I fucking hate this, screw it. Because the bike is the only way you can get around. So if you say, screw that, I'm gonna walk the entire way, it's like, really? You're gonna walk the entire way from mission to mission? Yeah, I don't think so. But, I just like how they balanced that out and made you feel like, oh my gosh, this is annoying. I really like the feeling of being annoyed and trying to find gas, because once you do, you're like, oh yeah, I found gas or whatever. One thing, though, I wish it would have added in the game is the ability to, like, okay, so you find gas canisters. I wish you could strap them onto your bike handlebars or the back of your bike, so you could have gas be brought along with you. So like, it's like, okay, well, it needs filled, so you just pull off the side of the road and then fill it, and then you can refill those gas cans or whatever. I feel that would have been a great inclusion to let you do that, because then you won't feel as annoyed, and then you can fill it up. But I don't think they thought of that. I just think they thought of, like, oh, your bike's gonna run out of gas and you're gonna have to go get it, type thing. But, besides that, oh my god, excuse my phone. Put it on no vibration. But, besides that, I really like the bike side of things, to where you take care of it and you have to fix it up and you can improve it and so on. And then on the other side, it's kind of annoying, but it's a really great addition, and hopefully they can add like an update to where you can strap gas cans to your bike while you're riding and then just fill them up or refill on the go. Hopefully, but who knows. Now, leading off that, the gameplay side of things, we are going to go on to the story, which, when it first started, like, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the the emotion of it. But then I don't know. I don't know. I fell off track because, in my opinion, there's too many flashback scenes. Because I've experienced the same flashback or the same event twice. Like in the beginning of the game where you bring Sarah to the helicopter, you're like, oh, take her here or whatever, and then you stay there with Boozer, and then later when you go and see her gravestone, because it's presumed she's dead. You know, it's all like they took you through that whole thing. It's like, really? Did we have to go through the whole thing again? Yeah, I don't think we had to. Maybe just like an emotional moment over the rock or whatever. And that would have been better because I just don't like those long, dragged out story moments. You know, it's like, okay, we already saw this, so we don't need to see it again. But, I don't know. It just took me out of it, really. It took me out of the story. Plus, what also took me out of it was the chemistry between Deacon, Sam Whitworth, and Sarah. It's the most cringiest acting I have ever seen. It just seems like there's two people in a booth, and they're just saying their lines, no emotion behind it. It's some of the most cringy acting I have ever seen in a video game. Like, oh man, I do not feel for you at all. It's like, okay, can we stop this cringe fest really, like right now? But, leading off that as well, I guess this applies to cutscenes, not so much story, but the cutscenes, is the transitions are so weird. Because I was doing a mission, and, you know, I took out all the zombies, and I got the radio from the mute, and then it said, oh, go back to your bike. But Sam couldn't, or Deacon, not Sam, Deacon couldn't move at all. I couldn't ride my bike. My bike was full of gas. Is my bike out of gas? What the hell? I just filled it up. But the reason it's weird is because it makes you stay there until the dialogue is over. And then it fades to black, then fades up again. And it's like, oh, there you go. You can ride off. It's like, what? Plus, before it fades down and finishes the dialogue, the zombies can still attack you. So, it's like, really? This is kind of annoying. So I died like 3 or 4 times before I finally took over the zombies and so on, because at first I'm like, oh, maybe I can just ride off, and it wouldn't let me. But then it faded to black, then faded up into the cutscene. I'm like, what? That's so that's so weird, you know? But man, that's something they gotta fix. I don't know if they could fix it with an update to this game or fix it in the sequel, but in the sequel, if this game does get a sequel, they need to fix that. And then going off that, you know, I think my final overview of the game is it'll be my Skyrim / Borderlands / Fallout game. It's the Fallout / Skyrim / Borderlands of the PlayStation exclusives. And by that I mean it's like the story doesn't really hook you, but the gameplay and all the activities you can do in the world do. And I feel that with a game like this, it deserves a solid 7 out of 10. Now, you ain't gonna cry your eyes out due to the story, but the missions and the way they structure it and the camps you can overtake and, you know, overcome throughout the world, and the nests you can take care of and burn is so fun. And, you know, you just enjoy riding your bike, that this is just a great time waster until the next game you're waiting for. So this will be a great time waster till Rage 2. I cannot wait till Rage 2. But will I go back and beat it once I'm done? Maybe here and there just to play the game and take out camps and stuff, and maybe just move the story along slowly. But But on the other hand, I don't know if I'll like go back and play it for months and months and months. This is a great couple week break from some of my other games I've been playing. But yeah, but Days Gone gets a 7 out of 10 for me. It's a good PlayStation exclusive. Now, would I recommend picking up the console because of this? Well, that's all tied to your wants and likes in an exclusive. Do you like zombie games? Go ahead. Do you like scavenging games where you have to survive on your own? Go ahead. Do you like open world games? Go ahead. But the one thing they've got to work on if this game does get a sequel is the transitions, the the shooting, and just the world itself, and making it feel like there's more stuff to do. But if they can improve all that in the sequel, I feel that this series is going to be great. And that's why Days Gone gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Now, that has been my review for Days Gone. Now, if you did like and you want to see more, please leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on the road to 400 subscribers. With that said, hope to see you on the next one, and have a good day. Bye-bye.